Good morning, I'm Sergeant Andrade. Today I'll be giving you a block of instructions on the M249 Squad Automatic Weapon, referencing to FM 3-22.68 and the EIB handbook. We'll be going over clearing, disassembling, reassembling, functions, checks. So when you get to the weapon, you want to make sure that it's on fire at this time. So it is. Now we're going to grab the charging handle, palm facing upwards, and rack it to the rear. We're going to place the weapon on safe at this time and push the charging handle forward. At this time, we're going to lift up the feed tray cover, and we're going to mimic the feeder paws. We're going to swipe the feed tray. We're going to look between the spacing of the bolt and the bolt carrier. And then we're going to insert 2 fingers into the magazine well to make sure there's no dunnage linkage in there stuck. At this time, we're going to close it. We're going to grab our charging handle facing upwards, rack it back, put the weapon on fire, and ride the bolt forward. At this time, we'll be disassembling, so we'll start from the back to the front. At this time, we'll be going into the 7 groups of the saw. So the buttstock assembly, the trigger assembly, then we'll go to the dry rod assembly, which is 3 parts: the spring, the rod, and the bolt itself. Makes up 1 assembly. So we have a total of 3 parts already. We go to the barrel with the heat shield. And now we go on to the gas cylinder. And last, second to final is the bipod itself and the receiver, which makes up 7 parts that the saw is made of. Now we'll go into reassembling the M249, starting from the top. So we put our bipods in first, make sure they're seated properly, and we put our gas cylinder in. Make sure it's seated properly, or else it'll be doing a 360 with the bipod itself. Then we go into the barrel, depressing it and sliding it into the grooves. Now it's seated properly. Now we'll be letting gravity do its work, and we'll be putting the bolts in. Make sure it's aligned to the rails, and it will be sliding in. Now we'll reassemble the spring and rod, and we'll be inserting the grooves and the divots together. You don't want to put your face directly in the spring in case it comes out. It's more than 2,000 psi that will be coming at you. Now we'll be putting our trigger assembly in. And finally, we'll be putting our buttstock assembly. And all bolts go from left to right on these weapons. Now that the bolts are in, we'll lay back down, and we'll go into the functions check. So at this time, we'll grab the charging handle, a palm upwards, and we'll rack it back. At this time, we'll put the weapon on safe and push the charging handle forward. And now at this time, we'll manipulate the safe twice. Make sure it does not fire. It's good. Now we'll charge the handle back, put the weapon on fire, and ride the bolt forward. At this time, we completed the function check for the M249. Make sure we close the dust cover. At this time, this concludes my block of instructions.